R2 Cents.
With Oscar.
I should do the wave. Slow transition, right? And 3, 2, 1, go. Good, happy Monday, everyone. It is Monday, the 20th of December. Look, if you look behind you, look how many days we've left behind. Look how many troubles we've left behind. Look how many things we've accomplish. Applaud yourself. It's almost the end of the year. We're basically 2 weeks away from ending this year and putting all this shit behind and in the histories, the good, the bad, and the great. Anyways, happy Monday the 20th. Today it is National Sangria Day, just to be more specific, from the Pacific, if that makes any sense at all. But we don't make sense ever over here, so it doesn't matter if it makes sense. Just know that it could have made sense if I would have prepared a little better and wouldn't need to be doing this right now. But I'm doing it, and I just did it, and I finished. And it doesn't matter because it is the 20th. Happy Sangria Day, like I said. Now, I've never had what is a real sangria drink? Because I've only had the one that Mexican syrupy whatever drink is, which is, it says made out of grapes. But is it flavors of grape? And I don't even think that's the real flavor of grapes. But anyways, if you enjoy yourself a cocktail, get it down. The drink. And also, it is Mud Day. This one's a little interesting. Now, this one I'm going to read off of this because National Mud Day is a little controversial, if you'd like to call it. Because get this. Mud Day on December 20th annually recognized the birthday of Dr. Samuel Mudd. Mudd. You should be aware of somebody that has that last name, Mudd. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably a nice person. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Anyways, a man whose name was Mudd after dealing with one man. After assassinating Lincoln on April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes. I said it wrong the first time. It's Wilkes. Both rode with co-conspirator David Hurrell to Dr. Samuel Mudd home in the early hours of the 15th before crossing into Virginia. Mudd performed surgery on both fractured legs and allowed both men to stay the night. At some point, Mudd must have learned of the assassination. However, he did not report both visits to the authority. For another 24 hours, this delay appeared to link him to the crime. And as his various changes in the story under interrogation, on April 26, authorities arrested Mudd. A military commission found him guilty of aiding and conspiring in a murder and sentenced Mudd to life imprisonment. He escaped the death penalty by a single vote. Now, you may ask yourself, so why do we make a national day for this piece of shit? Well, because there's other pieces of shit about people, that are allowed to forgive people who have done shitty things. Although, you would say, is he guilty really for knowing what they had done? but he let the man escape. So yes, he is fallen. But anyways, the reason why he was shit. The reason why it was given the National Day to him, it was because President Andrew Johnson pardoned Mud, and he was released from prison in 1869. Despite repeated attempts by family members and others, Mud convictions has never been overturned, nor has his record being expunged. I don't know if he's guilty or not. But anyways, enough about that craziness of national days, right? Because, dun, 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 dun. Now, the excitement. Can you see it? Can you see it? Or can you hear it? Or can you sense it? The excitement for today that I have is because we will be talking to an artist, as a matter of fact, to two artists. I enjoy tattoos. I'm just too much of a bitch to get another one, and I don't have the money. But anyways, I've I managed to get myself another conversation with another gentleman that I found his artwork exquisite. Beautiful artwork. That was weird. Beautiful artwork that I came across his page on TikTok. And I'm talking about Nix Forbes, also known as Nix. Oh, not, I already said that. Nix, aka Mugen 13. I hope I got that right. Let's see.
Join my computer. Hello?
There we go. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Dope. Awesome.
How you doing, man?
I am good. How about you, man?
Good. I mean, just over here getting ready. You know, I was running late, and somewhere back in my conscience, something was telling me, I hope he doesn't show up so I can go skip and lay down and do nothing. But I'm glad.
Say, like, dude, like, whatever you want to do is good.
No. I'm glad you showed up because I like doing this. It always happens this way. Every time I book a conversation with somebody, like I get in myself. I start doubting myself, and I'm like, maybe I should reschedule. Oh, I hope he doesn't show up, but I don't really mean it.
Nah, dude, like literally, like I said, like I'm the most easy person, It's like I'm literally like laid back because literally like all I have is like, I just have work tomorrow, but it's really
Awesome.
nothing, so I don't really care.
Cool.
So like I said, like you're good, man.
Thank you, man. No, I was just kidding about not wanting you to show up, man. I'm just kidding though. Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Please plug all your social medias, whatever you got going on, and tell us who you are.
All right, so I'm Nix Forbes. For starters, I am a tattoo artist in Maryland, and my tattoo shop is Dark Arts Tattoo, and we're located in Bel Air, Maryland. And all my socials is Mugen, which is MUGEN .XIII. So the room number for 13. And I do have a Twitch channel too. So I often stream sometimes whenever I have time. So that's also Mugen 13, but with an underscore at the end of the name. And also my Twitter. But like, I'll eventually have all my link tree up. So it's just kind of like, okay, just keep a lookout for my link tree. Then we're Gucci.
Yeah, I think your link tree is up already because I thought you had a.
It's up, and the thing is, since I changed my name, I had to like update literally like everything. So it's kind of like, shoot, I had to update everything now. So you know what? I'll get to when I can because that's when we'll start making more business cards.
Exactly, right. Yeah, right now it's just a trial run for now till you get it going, right?
Yeah, it's just like now trying to get everything ready with 2022, especially because since like with work's been getting like really crazy because like since me and my bosses Amanda Grace Tattoos, since both their TikToks has been blowing up so much,
right
now mine is blowing up even more because of that TikTok. I'm pretty sure that everybody saw.
I think that's the one I got you from. Remind us which one it was.
So it was the TikTok of me. So this is actually a true story of after my client telling me like, telling me after we finished the tattoo that she was 2 months pregnant and had me saying what at the end, basically.
Right. Okay. How did this skip over her head, your client's head, or what? She's supposed to disclose this information, right?
So, I mean, I can disclose it because I mean, like, I'm not name dropping anybody.
Of
So it's
course.
kind of like, I'm keeping
No,
everyone's names out of this,
no, I meant like she was supposed to disclose this information with you right before
She,
you even got started.
so basically, she was supposed to disclose the information when she did the waiver, and then when is supposed to tell me too. So it's kind of like,
What do you do?
like,
Did she pass out on you?
say again?
Did she pass out on you or something?
No, she didn't. She actually handled the whole thing like a champ. So it was just kind of like she didn't pass out. She didn't like. I mean, nothing really happened like at all. It was kind of more of like, I wish you could have told me this
Right.
because this is like in the beginning when I graduated as a full time tattoo artist. So I had no idea,
Okay, you went to
which was
school for it. What's the? I don't. I mean, obviously, you need some type of certificate, right? What's the
um.
length of the amount of time that you have to go to school for that?
So every state is completely different. I can actually tell you this. All you have to do is like go to like certain shops and just kind of like get the experience and whatnot. So
Okay.
I basically went through two tattoo shops, and this is my third shop, and I finished my apprenticeship at the third
Mm,
shop.
nice.
So both my apprenticeships, they were actually free. But it really depends on which tattoo shop that you go to. It's like if they like you and they see potential in you, then they'll just take you in like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Like, I'll take you in, but the first things first, you're going to know how to clean around the shop, break down setting up stations, answering the phone calls and relaying a message, doing errands. So it's kind of like you got to be I'm not sure if we can use
No,
profanity, so
yeah,
I'll
go ahead,
say,
go for it. All of them if you
so
want.
so basically you're being the shop's bitch.
All right,
in,
that's what I was
in a
gonna say.
in a way, yeah, because you're basically the shop's bitch. That's
Right.
literally it. So, and I know everyone's apprenticeship is completely different, but for mine's, like, it was a long kind of stress, but it was kind of more of like at my first shop, I was learning the old school way of being a tattoo apprentice. And when I
Okay.
got to my second shop, I was learning I guess, the new school way of like apprenticeships, but I was still doing the same thing. I was breaking down, setting up stations. But when I got to my second apprenticeship, I had to learn how to tattoo on fruits. So believe it or not, tattooing on fruits is actually like a really great practice. So it's
Right.
kind of like you're tattooing on grapefruit, oranges, bananas, honeydews. At my first shop,
Okay.
I tattooed a watermelon, which to those who are getting the tattooing, do not tattoo a watermelon. If you want to do it, go right ahead. But just don't do it. It's not a good idea.
Is that too much detail or?
It's too tough.
Oh, okay.
It's too tough. Like that's all I can tell you. Like it's too tough.
Hold on. Let me say this first. Is there anything we could do about your camera trying to focus? Because
Oh,
it
I was
keeps
about to say,
keeps
like, it's been
going
doing
on and
that like
off.
for some odd
Yeah.
reason. Let me turn the light off. Hopefully that should is it good?
Yeah, that's better. Oh,
Awesome. It's probably because my ring light. That's why. So
okay. Okay, that was.
hopefully is not doing this now.
No, no, it looks good. Feels good. It feels right now. You said the
Yeah.
watermelons were hard to do, right? Is it harder than hands? Because I know for drawing, like on paper, I know that that's the hardest thing to draw, hands.
So when you're tattooing on like a watermelon, you have to kind of like take into
Oh,
account like does
I
skin really
misunderstood you. I'm
feel that
sorry.
way?
I
That's what I'm saying.
misunderstood
Like,
you. I thought you were
yeah.
tattooing a watermelon.
Oh yeah, no, I was tattooing a watermelon, and that shit sucks.
like drawing.
Like I was literally like
Okay,
literally
I'd
taking like
imagine.
my machine into the watermelon and trying to like tattoo it, and oh my god, it sucks.
It's water. It's a
like,
balloon. You're you're
but
riding on.
but when you're tattooing an orange and a grapefruit, it's like you literally get the feel of like, okay, you're actually kind of like tattooing on skin.
What about pigskin? Then
I haven't tattooed pigskin, but I tattooed fake skin, which is kind of like,
it keeps doing
yeah, no, I
it.
I noticed. I'm looking at my camera right now. I'm sitting here like I can't help this. I'm sorry,
No,
man.
okay, we're good. We're good. We're gonna do it this way. I'll try to focus. Come on, it's interesting. I'm
Yeah.
interested now. Let's go.
I apologize to the viewers' eyes who are watching this right now. I am so sorry. I can't control this. It just happens.
They'll deal with it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
But yeah, no, like when you're tattooing like on fake skin, well, actually, here's a better idea. If you're tattooing on like fake flesh, like a molded hand or a molded foot or whatever, it does feel tough.
Hmm.
Like I'll admit this, it does feel tough.
Okay. Because
So it's like you have to literally kind of like make sure that your machine is actually in there and you're just like punching in lines. So it's like if you're tattooing flesh or whatever, it does help for
right,
practice because it does help you maintain control of your machine and stuff like that. But once you're tattooing on an actual person, you have to make sure that you're not really like, you're not digging into someone's flesh because you don't want to have scarring, you don't want to have
right,
infections or whatever. And you just don't want to damage your client. Like that's the only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to damage your client like at all. Because you want returning clients.
of
Like
course,
you
of
want someone to
course.
come back and be all like, hey man, like I offer free touch-ups. Whatever happens, I can fix it for you. It's like, yeah, I'll definitely come back to you. And
Right.
surely enough, they'll come back like, yo, this person sucks.
Man, if I showed you the one I have on my back that I got when I was 18 by a guy that I had only been tattooing for like 3 months, yeah.
Ooh, is it big? Like, is it kind of like
It's a kind. It's not big, but it covers like the middle of my back. It's. I don't know
oh,
if you've seen David Beckham's the angel he has on his back.
I think so. Yeah, I
Okay, I
think.
have something similar to his, but I changed the wings.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Because you don't want to. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's kind of like, yeah, I want this, but can you like change it? Because I don't want to actually like copy and write somebody's
No,
tattoo and
that
stuff like
wasn't the
that.
problem. No, the problem wasn't that dude was only 3 months tattooing. That was the problem right there to begin with.
I mean, and that's the thing too, because like, and that's the thing as well. Like, whenever people look at my work, they think like, wait, how long have you been tattooing? I've been tattooing for over 2 years now, and people look at myself like, wait a minute, you might have been tattooing for over 2 years. That don't even look like it. That's because I've been drawing for like a really long time. Shoot,
Okay,
if I look at my stuff from last year before I got to this shop right now,
it's night and day.
ooh, it's like night and freaking day. And I've only been I've only been tattooing the skin for like over 2 years.
Right.
Which is funny to me because now I'm just looking back and I'm like, wow,
But do you do it every single day though? Is that the thing?
every day that's my full
Ah,
time thing.
there you
That's
go. That's
that,
what it is. It shows. I mean, you've been doing it every single
yeah.
day for 2 years. Obviously, it's gonna improve.
But what really fucked things up was COVID. That's basically what messed everything up. But
Everybody is.
what really opened my eyes more was like during lockdown. I kind of this is back when I was still at my second shop for my second apprenticeship. And that was when my friend, also boss, which is Amanda at Dark Arts Tattoo right now, she was the one that basically messaged me saying like, "Hey, how's your apprenticeship going?" And I showed her what I did, and then that's when she basically just asked, "Hey, are they actually really teaching you?" And I'm just kind of like, "Nah."
Nah, they just got me there cleaning their shit up.
Well, it's like no disrespect or anything like
Of
that. It's kind of
course.
like everyone's been like busy or whatever, so they didn't really have time to teach me. So I was kind of like figure things out for myself.
Right.
And also at the same time, while I was doing that apprenticeship, I was also working at another job,
Mm.
which was a huge stress for me.
The focus
I
wasn't there as well.
The focus, yeah, it really wasn't there. It was more no, the focus was there. I was more focused on my stress.
But it was in the wrong spot then. That's what it is. It was
Yeah,
focused in the
it was
wrong
in the
thing.
wrong spot.
Nice. Cuz I never knew I should say I've always wondered how tattoo artists like they practice. And I thought you were gonna tell me that you practice on pigskin because I met another old friend. He started tattooing recently, and that's how he was telling me he was practicing. Because
Yeah,
apparently he was buying like pieces of pigskin that you could buy and you can practice on them. But
yeah.
how much better is that? Can you use that? Like, would that be better to put it on a mannequin or something, or?
I'm gonna be really honest. Like that, I have no idea because I've never tattooed
Mm.
pigskin. I
Well,
just
you did
tattooed
say
on
that,
fruit all the the whole time, and I just tattooed on fake flesh.
but I would have thought that pigskin was better than doing it on fruit. I mean, I don't know anything, but but this is just I'm just baffled that you're telling me that you use grapefruit So is that just because it feels almost as skin or human
I
skin
was just
actually?
I was just told what to do. That was pretty much it.
Ah,
I was
okay.
just told I was told like, okay, tattoo this fruit, then you're good to go. I'm like, all right, cool. So what's it like? What's this going to help me? Learn? It's like, oh, it's going to help you know how to like control a machine, so you don't feel like when you're getting really nervous and when you tattoo a person, which you're still gonna get nervous either way because you're
Of
tattooing a live
course.
flesh, a live
Yeah.
human being.
You don't want to fuck it up for that person. You know, it's gonna be there for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is funny too, because because now I'm just kind of thinking about this too, because last year I dated someone who I did a tattoo on the inside of her bicep, and the more I think about it, I'm like,
Did
ooh,
you put your name on it?
oh
You should have
hell no,
signed
oh
it.
hell no, that's no.
You should have signed it. That was your art.
I mean, technically, if you have to think about it, my name is on that because I was the one that tattooed on her.
You're the artist.
So obviously, in a sense, my name is on that.
Some way, somehow, it's there. Yeah,
But I can say that was my past me. So I'm like, yep, I did it, but you know what? This is my stuff now. So
of
you know what? I
course.
ain't worrying about it.
When did you get the idea? I want to do this. What you're pursuing now? When did you get the idea? Was it high school or before that?
uh so this is gonna come off as a surprise for everybody. So in my 20s, I had no idea what to do because I've been drawing all my life. So
Oh,
all my friends basically just say like, "Hey, you should think about tattooing," and I was just kind of like, "Yeah, I don't know. It seems really, really tough." So in my 20s, I've still had no idea. I just kept
right.
drawing and didn't know what to do with my life. So obviously, I fucked myself up.
How old are you
but
now?
um, but yeah. So by the time I started, it was in my late 20s, like in
Okay.
I think I was 27 or 28 when I started my first shop. And then by the time I did that, I'm like, you know what? Let me totally give this a try because I love doing art. I even love designing tattoos, even though I had no idea what to expect.
Mhm.
So by the time I got into this first shop, I was like, is this it for me? Like, I don't know.
Right.
That was when I kind of took a little bit of a break, and then I kind of delved back, and then that's when I made the solidified decision. Like, you know what? I do want to do this. Like, aside from everyone giving me that push to be a tattoo artist, because I know everyone's trying to get me to tattoo them and have my art on them, but it's kind of more of like, you know what? I definitely want to do this. Like, I can see myself doing something like this, because if I wasn't doing that, I probably would have been like still working either like at a warehouse
Ooh,
or probably find some graphic design work. Either I don't have a degree, but
right.
by the time I got into my apprenticeship was last year when I turned 30. Now I'm
Mm.
31 and things has been like great so far.
Oh, awesome.
Like
When's your birthday?
now July 6th. I'm a
Oh,
summer baby.
ooh, I'm right behind. I'm right in front of you. I should say. I'm in May. I'm May.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the only time I was ever good at drawing that I could recall is when I was in elementary school. That's when I was making good drawings, and after that, I don't know what happened. It's all gone.
I mean, and that's the thing too, because like a lot of people say like I just don't have it in me or stuff like that. But the thing is, like everyone has these artistic ideas that they want to express. Even though it's kind of hard to put on paper, you still at least made something, whatever it is. And this is the quote that I've actually had in my head all these years: finished but not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, you
I
know.
like it.
Like when you're drawing something for yourself, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's finished, completely different what you're thinking about, but at least you got it out.
Right. Yeah. That's an artistic way of thinking about things. You know,
Yeah,
because
because I mean, again, like I can have like an artist block, or I just draw something like, man, this looks like shit. But you know what? At least I got it done, and
right.
it's not bad at all, and I like it.
Or maybe you were thinking one thing in your head, but you got something else, and they came out better than what you were thinking.
Basically, yeah, it's kind of like if it comes out like or it comes like, oh, this is unexpected.
Right.
So that's the thing too, is like you can say like I don't know, like it's gone or whatever, but like if you pick it up again, like just grab like a notebook and just kind of like sketch it out. Just don't even think about it, just do it. It's just kind of like, you know what? Awesome. Let's just do it, see what comes out. If I feel motivated in about a few minutes or hours or the next day,
Right. Do, do,
hey, it'll be something.
do you feel like you you were late at picking something in your life, or do you feel like it just came at the right time?
I felt I was late at picking up what I want to do for my career, because honestly, like again, like I had no idea what I wanted to do. So it was just kind of more of like,
I hear
I
you.
don't know, like, do I really want to do this? Do I want to do that? Or what is it that I want to do with my life? Because I have no idea. I am stuck and I am lost.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying right now. That's how I felt around the same age, and around
Yeah.
27 after 25, that's when I decided I wanted to do podcasts. But I always kept finding an excuse. Always there's something that I didn't have, that it wasn't beyond my reach to acquire it so I can use it. Until one day I was like, maybe I want to say not one day, but 3 years later, I should say, because I started doing this exact thing that I'm doing now back in 2019.
Oh
That's when
wow.
yeah, that's when I started. And I'm I was exactly the same way. I don't know what to do, but I want to do something, because like you, I didn't want. Well, I don't know if you worked at a warehouse, but I worked at plenty of warehouses. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck there. And they say affirmations, right? Writing down
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
writing down shit, it helps, I guess, but and I want to, and I'm very skeptical of that, because I believe that you also have to put in the work as well, not just write it down and it's
Yeah.
gonna
You
happen.
had to put in the work. It's like you had to put in the work. Can't. I mean, you can slow down just a little bit, but you're going to pick up the pace.
Right, of course.
I
There's
mean,
always
and
up and
also there's nothing
downs.
wrong with breaks either too. Like there's really nothing wrong with like taking a break. Like if you feel like you're so overwhelmed, just take a break. Like take a day or two, but don't sit on it for too long. Because the thing
Hmm.
is, if you sit on it for too long, then that hard work that you basically just put in there,
Yeah.
it's gonna go away.
Yeah,
Like
especially
it's like you're,
this.
yeah, especially like with this, like by the time, and I had to learn this a hard way too. Like during my apprenticeship, and I won't lie, like there are days where I felt like, yeah, maybe I just want to like just chill, like I'm tired or blah blah blah. But the moment my boss encouraged me, which I'm really glad that I have someone who is like very encouraging, like telling me like, hey,
Right.
keep doing this, keep pushing yourself, because you're not going to be able to make it out in this field if you just keep slowing down or anything else like that. So you're going to have to keep it going.
Of
Like you're
course.
going to have to keep pushing yourself. And which I did. And by the time I graduated and became a full-time artist, I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Now, even on
Mhm.
my days off, it's like cool, I can just chill and just relax, but I'm still working in my head. I'm
That
still
doesn't
working in
stop.
my head.
It doesn't stop. It always keeps going, right?
It just keeps on going. Like it just doesn't stop, and you don't
Yeah.
even know when to stop unless someone tells you you got to take a break. Which I feel bad for my girlfriend too, because she sees how much stress I go through with like trying to like make sure like I'm not overbooking myself, make sure
Right.
I'm not staying too late, making sure like I have everything. So I'm thankful for her for actually making sure I'm keeping my ass in line.
Right. That's good. That's good. At least you're recognizing though that you need to put yourself in line, and you are. You know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
and I'm
was.
also thankful.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good. I'm also thankful for like my best friend too, because she's also like helping me maintain my emails as well. Because she sees how stressed I am too with like trying to maintain like everything. Because there be days where I accidentally double book myself or even triple book myself. And I'm just sitting
I've
here
done
like,
that.
I'm like, oh God, please kill me. This is wild to me.
Yeah, I hear you. I've done. I mean, mine is not as crazy as you, because like you actually deal with like clients, people that are paying you to do something to them. But
Yeah.
there's been times where I've been scheduling the same way I schedule this with you, right? I've been scheduling, and I won't even look at my schedule that time, but I'm sure I have that day and that hour free. And I tell this person, yeah, oh, yeah, sure, let's do it at that time, that hour. And I come back and I look at my schedule, and I'm like, damn. Now I gotta juggle this two conversations and see how I'm gonna do it, because I don't want to let anybody down. Somebody, you already told me, yeah, you're gonna give me your time and day, to have this
Yeah, yeah.
conversation with me. I don't want to let you down. I don't want to do you wrong. I don't want to waste your time. So, you
I
know,
mean, yeah, like I said, like, dude, like, and I get it, like, I understand, like, no, we're all human at the end of the day. Like, if you feel tired, I'm like, cool, I feel tired too. Let's do this another day. that's
no,
why it's that's why it's good to have those people who are really understanding and who are
of
actually
course,
like, who are easygoing instead
yeah,
of having those people who got something stuff their asses 24 fucking 7. So it's kind of like, well, you wasted my time, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, I'm
yeah.
tired. I don't know what you're talking
Shit
about.
came up, man. Relax. You know what? But fortunately, everybody that I've talked to, and when I mess up that bad like that, they're pretty understanding. So I've had pretty good conversation with everybody. I like to think. I hope everybody else does think the same though, because I've had fun
Yeah.
every single conversation.
Yeah, it's really great to have that, especially like having like a really chill podcast, like we're talking to people who are so easygoing, and it's kind of more of like, you're so easygoing. What goes through your mind sometimes? Like, talk to me. Like,
Right?
please just tell me.
Let it out. It'll help you out too.
Exactly. Like, like I hope you have tea beside you. Hope you have some snacks or whatever, because I'm pretty sure the viewers are kind of like, yeah, what goes to this man's head? I don't even know this person. Like, what goes to their head sometimes? I wonder, that kind of shit.
Exactly. Exactly. You find something interesting about them, and then you get more interested, and they tell you what they do, and like you're telling me that you do this, you do that, and you focus on this, and your focus has been, over here when you started, and now your focus is elsewhere, which it's making you better.
Yeah. Like there are days I'm like, okay, I need to focus on how to chill. That is my next focus, is learning how to chill and just breathe. Like, do some yoga, or as everyone just keeps recommending, to smoke some joint. I'm sitting here like,
Wait,
uh,
you don't smoke?
I I don't.
Oh, good. That's
I'm a so
good.
I'm a social smoker, so
Okay, well that's
like
good.
yeah, like, but honestly, and this is going to come off really surprising, I prefer drinking wine more than I do with smoking.
It's not surprising.
Oh,
Not
cool,
really
awesome.
surprising, but because I used to be like that when I was younger, But
Right.
now with kids, I don't really want to be drinking too much. So now I just, I
Yeah.
allegedly, I'm gonna say. So now allegedly, I burn up some greens every now and then, some sage, just to get rid of the bad spirits, control the demons.
The demon inside of you.
Exactly. You got that
you
one
know,
right.
funny thing too, you brought that up. I've been seeing all these memes where it's kind of like, man, y'all be fighting your demons. I just been working with mine the whole time. I'm like, you know what? I feel that on a spiritual level. It's kind of like, you know what? I need to, like, me and my demons, we just gotta like work together. It could go
Yeah.
wrong, but it go right at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to know that they're there, and they're never gonna go away. Just
It's like they're there. They're just
yeah,
gonna go there. Just like anxiety is not gonna go away.
yeah. I think those are the demons. Anxiety. I think. I mean, I don't know.
It's like it's like anxiety, stress, and
All of the above.
everything else. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know what, my demons are here. You know what, and we're gonna work this together.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, y'all are coming with me. It
Right.
don't matter. We are in this body together. We are on this road together.
I'll take both of us out. Come on.
I just work with mine.
Right. No, that's the best thing you could do. Just work with it. Deal with it one step at a time. Right.
Yeah, because I mean, there's no other way. You just gotta like work it. Like, if you can't
Of
tell them to go
course.
away, then you know what? I guess we're just going to work on this together.
Of course. Yeah. Where do you think? Where do you plan on taking your tattooing? Are you interested in those? I don't know what they're called. The tribal?
Conventions?
No, the tribal tattoos where they do with the needle. Are you interested in
Ah,
those?
see, I would not mind trying that out, but who knows? Maybe like, if if I were to like basically be invited somewhere, like a guest by, like, hey, we want to invite you for a workshop so you can try this out. I probably am like, you know what, fuck it, like I'll do it, like I
Why
don't
not?
mind. But
Why not?
where's
Why not?
my tattooing goes, where I do want to go with it, I do once all of this crap clears up with like the viruses and other stuff like that. I do eventually want to like travel to different states and guest spot at different tattoo shops, kind of like meet
Yeah.
people and get my name out there, or people who've been looking at my work and who wants to like get tattooed by me that can't come to my home state to get tatted.
Of
I
course.
feel like, you know what? I want to travel to different states only because of like I want to travel, but I also want to feel like guest spotting at different shops.
Is there tattoo artists that do that? Like,
Yeah,
is
there's
that
like
is that like a
yeah,
niche for like like fitness? All those people that work out. That's like those are influencers in that niche. Is there like that type of influencers and tattoo artists too?
yeah, it is actually because actually in fun fact, when I actually guest spotted, well not guest spotted, I actually took part in a tattoo convention in Richmond, Virginia called Anime Inc. And I've met all of these anime tattoo artists from different states too. And I've just been networking and talking to everybody, and everyone's been really nice, really amazing, super laid back,
Hmm.
and offering like, hey, like we really love your work and we really love you too. So it'd be really dope if you just like, just come guest by our shop, like whenever you're in the area. So I was like, oh dope, where you
Yeah.
guys from? North Carolina, Virginia,
Wow.
Colorado, Denver, those places, even
Damn.
Connecticut too.
That's crazy. That's crazy. See that you're pursuing a line of career that'll also allow you to travel and meet all these people that you're gonna be putting essentially your mark on them. It's weird to say it that way, but yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, hopefully by next year when things do clear up, because I do want to keep myself safe, even though I do got the booster shot, so I'm good.
Okay, that's good.
But I still want to keep myself safe because I don't want to come back home and bring something back or whatever. But that's
Yeah. So hopefully by next year, it's all cleared out. I hope so too, man. It's
yeah, same here. I just want the world to be
you know,
normal, throwing air
right.
quotes like normal.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said earlier, I started this podcast in 2019 December, and
Right.
after that. That's when all went to shit. Like
Yeah.
it was like, God damn it! Like after all this, how am I gonna meet people now? How am I gonna link with people? But Zoom came along, and I was like, all right, let's do it this way. Then this is gonna work.
Well, the funny thing too, that was actually me and what my homeboys did last year during lockdown, because I used to be a co-host for this podcast called Workroom Podcast.
Mm.
Yeah, I used to be one of the co-hosts there, but since tattooing has been like taking up of my life, I haven't really been able to participate because I've been so burnt out. I've just
Of
been so
course.
tired, and I just want to sit and over the webcams, kind of like, I'm so fucking tired. I don't even know what to talk about. I'm just going to sit here and just let you guys just talk or whatever. Like, y'all
Right.
just do what y'all got to do. I'll chime in on something or whatever, and I'll try to make sense.
Right. You send the ball
But
back.
just keep it going. Just keep it
Well, I
going.
mean, at least you recognized it, and you recognized that you were probably maybe being a burden to them, and because you were so not I don't know, maybe that sounds wrong, a burden,
No,
but
I mean,
but like
I mean,
because you were focused on your craft, and that wasn't your priority no more. So it was kind of like, I feel like slowing him down. And I'm only saying this because this
yeah,
podcast, I used to do it with my buddy. He was with me like 2-3 episodes ago. Again, he came back, but I used to do it with him, just ourselves, just talking shit back to each other. But it got
right.
but it got to the point where he got too busy with his life and with whatever he was doing, that it was interfering with what we were working here. And
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I was waiting on him to show up, or I had to wait for him an extra day because he couldn't come that day, and it's just our priorities weren't aligned. So
Yeah.
I took the initiative, and I was like, you know what, your priorities are not there. You're welcome to keep doing this with me whenever you want, but you're off the hook. It's because it's
Yeah.
not working out for it, it's making it harder on you and making it extra harder on me that I'm the one that's dealing with the audio, the
Yeah.
video, and all this and all that.
See, actually, the funny thing too that you like you brought that up. Actually, like my boys, they've actually never thought I was a burner or things like that. They just say like, dude, like we get it, and you're killing it, and we are proud of you.
Of
And these
course,
are the homeboys that I've actually known for like years, even back when I used to work for the like work with them.
right.
So they've actually been like 100 support, of me and stuff like that. And
Oh,
honestly, and
that's
they
good.
still will always sort of have my support no matter what.
Yeah.
Like especially for my homeboy Tyler, like he is forever
Oh, that's
writing in
good.
both his podcast and his music. So I'm sitting here like, man, my man just keep
Give,
on coming up. But like
yeah,
this man does not deserve to be slept on. He needs the support.
of course. So
Especially since I used to work with him like for music as well. So I used to do music for a little bit as well.
send me his link. I want to follow him too. Um,
Yeah,
and
I
and
got you.
and I
Yeah.
and I apologize. I didn't mean to call
Oh,
you a burden. I was just I was
no,
express.
dude, I got you.
Maybe I was expressing it wrong. I expressed it wrong, maybe. And but yeah, but I feel like you were in the same situation with your partner where I was. So that's why I was like, we gotta part ways because it's not working out.
Yeah, no, like he even said, like, dude, like if you ever like want to, just come in for like no one episode, like feel free, like
Yeah.
definitely just let me know. I'm like, yeah, dude, like whenever like I don't feel tired or whenever I get my schedule in order, I'll definitely swing on by because it's just like just coming in the morning and then I have the rest of the day myself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like he's really like I said, he is really like chill and laid back and forever loving his man. Like
Right. That's good. That's good, man. That's good that he's understanding, and you both have an understanding that you can work in the same craft at some point, but you got your thing and he's got his thing.
we have this bond that we cannot separate.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
like
That's how
we
friendship
got
should
we
be.
got that bond. It's just kind of like, dude, we've been friends for like thick and thin. Like even like back when we started working together at PacSun, to our struggle days of GameStop, and
Ah.
then to now. So it's been tight. Like we can go like on days or months of not talking to each other, and then by the time we actually meet up and talk, it's like things hasn't really changed.
That's a good friendship right there to have. Those are the types of people you want to keep around. That they're true to you and true to themselves.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I'm forever proud of like him dropping his album like a few months ago and actually
Congratulations to
helping him
him.
out. And I still laugh to this day because when he told me this, he's like, anytime I make music, I had to image you right beside me
Nice.
on not wanting to smack me for doing something extra. And I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted to hear.
Hey, he knows that, right? Yeah, your art. You have a lot, so you must have like a whole collection of drawings.
Yeah, even some old ones that I have, but I have more of my new ones on my iPad and my PC, so it's kind of like everywhere.
Right. Do you know about NFTs?
I've heard about it, and
Because I think you
I'm
would be perfect for that. 'Cause with all the artwork
uh,
you have.
honestly I've thought about NFTs. So I'm just kind of like,
Not your passion either, right?
it ain't my passion because the
Yeah.
thing is like,
But it's art though. I mean, it's exactly what you do, but not instead of tattooing, they they make it online. No, but it's a different,
yeah,
But I thought that you because you have so many interesting artwork. Like I was scrolling through your artwork on Instagram, and I was like, wow, I wonder if any of these are NFTs.
yeah, no, they're not. I mean, if I knew what NFT was, if I was really smart about it, sure, totally, I would definitely do NFTs. But like, honestly, it's not for me. It's really not. I don't even really. No shame to anybody that really is down for that, but like, honestly, it's just really not for me. Like, I don't really see anyone else, anyone of my favorite artists with NFTs because it's kind of like, well, hey, like I still have my Patreon and all this other stuff. I'm just kind of like, if I want to do like stuff like that. I'll just reactivate my Patreon, say like, hey, I have this set for this much with time lapse videos or whatever. But other than that, I don't think I really need
How does
NFTs.
Patreon work?
Patreon, if I from what I kind of like dabbled in just a little bit, it's like you have people who pledge your page or whatever, and you just basically have like all of these like, all right, let's just say this in a cosplayer point of view, right? In a
Okay.
cosplay point of view, say that I have these model sets I have pictures of, and some are, are full on nude cosplay models, like pictures or whatever. And it's kind of like, hey, if you pledge to my set, you get these exclusive, pictures that are not on my Twitter or whatever. So it's kind of more of like you're giving your followers these rewards.
Kind of like an OnlyFans.
Kind of like an OnlyFans. Yeah, it basically it is OnlyFans, but more tamed.
Less nudity then.
Yeah, basically.
All right, that makes sense.
Basically.
Okay, so then people request things from you and you provide, or is that the case?
I just basically do it. Like
Okay.
if people were to say like, hey, you should totally think about drawing this, but with that, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I can totally do that and just put into like this or whatever. Say like I drew like, I don't know, Chun-Li from Street Fighter when she's fully clothed, and then like draw another picture of Chun-Li, but her is like naked but blurry as fuck. And it's kind of like, hey, if you want the uncensored version, go to my Patreon and buy this reward.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, anything anything to so you can be successful. It's great to do, But
Yeah, exactly.
what makes it hard is that there's only one of you.
Yeah, especially since like, and which also brings to like, when you say it is one of me. Before, I've always been I'm also working on a comic too, but that's been a
Nice.
long run,
Okay.
and I did have help actually
Okay. Well, I
working
mean,
on like the storyboards from to my friends Kevin and then my friend Banks as well, which I'm pretty sure you see a laptop behind. My friend Kevin's right here, so he's kind of like overhearing stuff like that.
okay. Okay. Hello, Kevin. Kevin, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kevin's right here. Even
All
though
right.
he's sorry, dude. Anyway,
Anyway,
but
right.
no, like him and my friend Banks, like they've helped me with like making the story map for it and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, we have the maps. Can
Nice.
I do the rest by myself? And it's been like, shoot, it's 2021. It's been 6 years actually. No, wait, hold on, 7 years. It's been 7 years since I've
Hey,
been working on the same story.
by the time you're done with it, it's gonna be mint because you've had a long time to work on it. I'm pretty sure that there's been weeks and days that you haven't had a chance to to get back to it. But
Oh
in a
hell
sense,
yes.
in the whole picture, then you've spent a lot of time. It still counts for.
I feel what took up the most time was designing these characters and also trying to like keep in the same format that we've basically made the story map for. So what's taking up the most time is the character designs, because I have all these characters that I want in there that does play a role in the story as well. Because I actually have plans for this comic too.
All right, all right. We just got to
It's
make them
just,
happen.
yeah, so I'm still making this happen. It's just I just need the help. Because
Yeah,
I'm doing all this by myself, and I'm just kind of like, okay, but what do I need in order to make the story flow, or
right.
how can I actually, put this plan into motion? Like, do I need to write a script? Do I need to make storyboards for like certain panels or whatever before I can think like, okay, cool, I have these storyboards, how can I put the pieces together,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I've never done comics in my whole entire life, and that's another thing that everyone told me I should also do is make my own comic. Now I'm doing it, and I hate it. I hate my life.
There you go. But you're having fun though. That's what matters. It's the experience you go through.
For the most part, yeah. But I'm having fun imagining the sequences of like how my characters interact.
And what it could become, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like if it turns to an anime, then honestly, I would have been like, yes, finally. The second thing, well, actually, third thing I achieved was not only make a full story, but also seeing, my comic turn to a like an anime of some sort, or even add this to the fourth things is seeing my comic turn to a fighting game as well. Because I'm a huge fighting game fanatic as well.
Okay, damn. I see you're all over the place. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Um,
I am literally all over the damn place.
that's awesome. Hey, so you're my age basically, right? Yeah, we're the same age. What
Yeah.
comic? I mean, not comics. What anime were you watching when you were, say, 7 to
Uh,
15 years old?
I'm gonna have to say Samurai Champloo.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
So
Well, I okay, go on. I'm sorry.
so I think when I think I was wait, was I 15? Shoot, I can't remember because I know I was back in middle school. No, wait, hold on. Wait. Wow, I am getting everything mixed up. Math has failed me. Oh man, I wish I could remember. Like I really wish. But I do remember growing up. Um, actually, yes. To answer your question, growing up with anime, I remember watching Sailor Moon,
I
Dragon
watched
Ball
it.
Z,
Yes.
Gundam Wing, G Gundam, Tenchi Muyo, and then years on later after that, I think when I was in the eighth grade, and that was in 2004, 2005.
Mm.
Yeah, I was 15, 2005 or 14.
Oh, okay.
Samurai Champloo became my favorite anime. Hence how I got the name Mugen in all of my social medias because I actually relate.
Mm. I thought it had something to do with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did. Now
Okay.
the
Okay.
13, now the 13 because of my tattoo, which is not sure
Oh,
if like
13. Yeah,
anyone
I
can
see it. I
see,
see it. What's the bottom
but
part?
so this whole tattoo in general was actually a Final Fantasy VII tattoo. Thanks to my dad because he actually got me into the game, and this is a character that
Oh.
I saw. I was like, you know what, I like this character. And then growing up, I'm like, I want that's my first tattoo,
And you made it
and
happen.
that was my first tattoo. And since then, I don't want anyone to touch it.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. What if it needs a touch up? Are you gonna do you tattoo yourself?
Yes, actually.
How does that go?
I so when I tattooed my thigh, it was actually not bad.
Okay.
When I tattooed my foot, I wanted to cry.
You know, I don't think I could get over. Because, okay, so if I grab my pen and I start poking myself, I realize that I can't go any further than that and I shouldn't go any further than that. Now,
But
if I'm
but the
scratching myself,
yeah,
I'm going to cry.
but here's the thing though, like you had to like pick a spot where you can actually be able to stretch out the skin because the thing is like with tattooing, you have to stretch out the skin.
Okay.
So that's why I don't tattoo my arms. Either I tattooed my fingers,
Uh,
to my fingers.
yeah, I see it.
Um, the foot, I literally had to like bend over just to like try to like
Stretch it out.
tattoo. But thankfully, I got one side, and I had my coworker help me finish the other side, and I was not the most happiest camper ever, and
I
it really
bet. I
sucks.
bet. You know,
Now, when I tattooed my thigh, it was really not bad. It was not bad at all. Thigh is
okay.
easy.
Well, yeah, it's right there. And it's a bigger muscle, so you got
Yeah,
more.
but when it got close to my knee, I had to tap out. I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. I
Too,
am so done.
too close to the bone, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I watched two of the ones that you mentioned. Sailor Moon. I used to watch that. What was the other one you said after Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. I watched that, but I got more into it now that I was older. Because when I was younger, I used to live with my grandparents in El Salvador, so
Gotcha.
they were really Catholic, and
Mmm.
that was the devil right there. So I couldn't watch it. So I never really got into it like that. So I got into it now that I'm older. Like maybe like 2 years ago is when I finally watched like the whole season from when he's a kid to when he's older. But man, it took forever to watch that. It took took me about half a year. I was glued to the TV just watching all the episodes back to back.
See, that's the thing too. That was actually me back when I watched Sailor Moon, which was funny as well because like my mom, she would actually watch me, like, what's that? I said Sailor Moon, and she didn't judge me at all. Like, I think it was like there's this one year for my birthday. I got this Sailor Moon movie on VHS,
Oh,
and I still
nice.
remember that to this day. And I was like, my mom doesn't judge me for like watching something that's like completely girly, but I love
Right.
Sailor Moon. Like,
Around that period of time, it would have been really frowned upon if somebody that
oh,
was really homophobic, let's just say, they would have been like,
oh
hey,
yeah,
this little kid is an F word or something,
oh yeah, no, literally, like there were like people like left and right call me the F word because I loved Sailor Moon like when I was a kid.
It's a cartoon. What the
It's
hell?
like it's just a cartoon with pretty effects and pretty characters and pretty women, like pretty girls who are fighting evil.
Right, that's it. That's all it is.
It's like, what is wrong with that?
Did you ever get into the Zodiac Knight? Now that's a little bit older. Have you ever heard of that?
Is it Saint Seiya or
Yes.
Zoids or
Yeah.
yeah? Actually, I remember watching Saint Seiya years ago, but I vaguely remember it.
Oh, okay. I recently, I remember them. I remember that I used to watch them. I had forgotten all about it, and I was finishing Dragon Ball Z, and I wanted more anime, and I was like, wait, there was this cartoon that I used to watch, and I couldn't remember the name until I finally remembered it, and I looked it up on Google. They have them all right there, the whole season. I mean, on YouTube, I should say, and they have it all right there, and I got glued to it for a couple of days. But then I got busy again, so it went away. So, but now I'm too busy to even watch TV. I hardly ever watch TV because come home
Dude,
from work, do this, you get busy.
I I feel that like anytime I come home, it's like I just have my TV on as background noises. I just don't really like. I just come home, turn my PC on, turn this on, just have background noises. I'm just gaming, or I'm just like working on another tattoo design or whatever. So I can't really have the time to focus on a new TV show that comes on or starting another TV show or anime that I want to watch. So what comes behind the TV is either South Park or Lo-Fi. That's literally it.
Sweet.
That's literally it.
Nice. South Park, right? Is that considered anime or just cartoon?
Just cartoon.
That's
It's just adult cartoon.
it's hilarious though.
Yeah.
Did you watch the movie?
Bigger, longer, a cut. Oh my god. What a
What,
blast from the past.
no, I was talking about the recent one, the one that they did with COVID.
Oh, the post COVID? I have not yet.
Oh, you gotta watch that one. It's
I
good.
need actually my brother he just showed me the the scene from it and I was laughing. I'm saying like, okay, now I need to watch
You
this. This
do
is
need to
really
watch
fucking hilarious.
it. You need to watch it definitely. It's a good one. Yeah, they really hit some chords there though. I just say.
It's South Park. They literally just don't give a shit. They literally just kind of like, we're just gonna go ahead and just go hardball with this,
There is
Like
a
who cares? It's
like,
like y'all can cancel us, but we really don't care.
right. They really don't because they just keep pumping them out. You know,
Especially
the
like,
the creators of South Park. I think they're buying a park in Colorado, and they're gonna make it a South Park theme thing.
oh my god. I imagine somewhere that there's gonna be like a Mr. Hanky ride somewhere. I imagine that right now. I can imagine like just that little section is gonna be Mr. Hanky, and I could just imagine like
All of
Mr.
them,
Garrison and Mr. Slave's
right?
dungeon or whatever. I kind of foresee it, and I kind of wish I don't.
Right?
But at the
But
same
it's gonna be
time, I know
good.
it's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it should be right. Yeah. There's a theme park that's been abandoned for a couple of years already, and they didn't want to sell it for some reason, but somehow the creators of South Park acquired it. So I don't know. They're probably gonna do a South Park theme park or something.
That'd be dope though.
Yeah, it'll be cool to check it out once it gets going.
Right.
Definitely, yeah. Well, Nix, I really really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for giving me this conversation, man. You're
Yeah,
you're
dude,
you're
of course.
you're an easy person to talk to, man. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like, it's really great being here.
Thank you. So please go ahead and plug all your everything you have going on, please, again. And when you get a chance soon, please send me all your links so I can add them to the description of the episode, please.
Yeah, dude, I got you. I'll hopefully like once I finally have like my brain all together, I'll definitely like send you all the links that I got.
Of course, please
But I'll
do.
just give you guys my Instagram for now, and eventually I'll probably just like make like a post saying like, hey, my link tree has been updated. So my Instagram is Mugen, which is Mugen dot the Roman numeral for 13, which is XII.
Of course.
And I do Twitch streaming. You can look at all my my content on Twitter as well. And that's basically all I got. But yeah, no, seriously, dude, thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh man, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. It was an honor having this conversation with you. It was fun, really getting to know what you're working on, and like I said, I really appreciate you and your time. I really do.
Dude, of course.
Thank you very much, and please stay in contact. Anytime you want to shoot the shit again, you feel like promoting something, come back, let me know, and then we'll schedule
Oh,
something.
dude, definitely, man. I'll definitely also follow you. I hope I'm following you back. I hope I am. If
I
not,
think
I'll
you
just do
do.
that right now.
I think you do. You do. I think in Instagram too. You might. I don't know. We'll check later. But like I said, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you very
Follow
much
back.
again.
I
Thank you.
just followed
Thank
you
you.
back.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, man. Thank you.
You too, homie.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folk, I tell you what, man. But this was so much fun. I really, really had a great time with Nix. He's a great gentleman to talk to, and easy, really, really easy going. He really knows what he's out there doing because he's focused on a lot of things. Keep paying attention to him. One of these days, he'll blow up, and you will wish that you had a tattoo from my friend Nix Forbes. So, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folk, like I said, please check him out. Check all his work. I'm going to put all his information in the description and all that good jazz. And it is I that thanks you, Oscar, our 2 cents. Please check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe. It means the world to me. It costs nothing to me. Appreciate every single one. That's it for today. Deuces!